So these are the market stats for the city of Eden Prairie. So you can see it on the upper left-hand corner there, Eden Prairie. Then you just follow my cursor. You can see all the price ranges, all the property types, all the construction types, seller types, traditional, lender mediated, foreclosure, etc., different sizes, bedrooms, and there's a bunch of other categories on the far side. So what we'll do is we're going to keep it. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep it at all property types, but we are going to change it to previously owned, and then we'll kind of toggle with that. So this is days on market. How many days did it take to sell a home in Eden Prairie in the month of October? Well, the answer is the median is 24, okay, 24 days. So interestingly enough, so that includes single family and townhouse and condos. So we go from 24, and what were we at in September? Okay, 30. So days on the market actually improved by 6 days, which is interesting. Single family, if we take out condo and townhouse, they sold in 20 days. Okay, and we can look right over here in comparison to October of 2024, that's a plus 5.3%. So it's really a nominal amount of difference. Now, if we just look at condo and townhomes for days on the market, median for Eden Prairie, we're going to have 40 days. And I'm sure you're wondering, why is it so different? Well, the answer is condos and townhomes automatically have a 10-day right of rescission that's added. So we're already at 30. And then there's simply usually more of them, and you're buying a building as much as you're buying a condo unit. So anyway, so if we go to single family and we look at previously owned, median days on the market, like I said, we have 20. We go to average, we have 39. So but we're going to stick with the median because that's half of the market is faster and half of the market is slower. If we use the averages, we're letting the, overpriced potentially. So how many times did a home show, a single family home in Eden Prairie in October that was previously owned, all different types? Okay, again, I don't want to do new construction just because there's very few new constructions, and the ones that are in Eden Prairie are generally a few smaller townhomes and very expensive homes. So median showings to pendings, it took 12. So if you look there on the bottom right, September, it was 11, and it took 12 showings in October. So average showings to pending, it's a very similar amount. And the main reason with that is the reason that median and average is similar with amount of showings is there's usually kind of a pre-baked amount of people who are interested in purchasing your home at any given time. You can go down to the bottom left and you can see price per square foot, median or average. So we're going to keep it with single family. Then we're going to look at previously owned. It was $209 a square foot for single family. And if we look at condo and townhouse, it was $203. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, and you could see how it goes up and down and up and down and up and down, and this is far different than just a cycle. Now, there is a little bit of a cycle here when it comes to seasonal, but when the actual cycle happens, you can see that it's very much up and down because we're doing month to month. Now, so another thing that's important to know about price per square foot in Eden Prairie, and of course, we're going to do single family to look at first. Median price per square foot is $209. Now, what is that comparatively to a year ago for October? $204 in 2024 and $209 in October of 25. This particular chart, by the way, goes back 3 years. I mean, we can go back up to 10 years, which is kind of fun. You can see the price per square foot go up and up and up. And when did it peak? Let's see here. That looks like it's probably at its peak, June of 2025 at $226 a square foot. And then again, that's a median. So condos and townhomes for Eden Prairie, and actually let's go back to 3 years. It's just a lot easier to see, even though this is a very big, huge chasm here. Well, it's only $23, but it looks bigger because of that. But so when we look at condo and townhomes, you can see that they're $203 a square foot on the median, and the single family homes are $209. That's usually a little farther apart, but there's a lot of bigger townhomes in Eden Prairie that are sold. So last but not least, let's look at the percentage of list price that people are getting. So again, let's go to all types. And average is better for something like this because they have to close. It's not a measure of whether they're a good property or it's not worth the money. It's just how much the market is willing to bear at any given time. So when we look at all property types previously owned in Eden Prairie, the average discount is 97.3%. So what does that mean? That means that the average seller in October for single family and townhouse and condos had almost a 3% discount off of their original list price. So there was a number of people that had to sell or sold their home for a discount. Now, when we look at percentage of last price, that would be a property that is on the market for, let's say, $500,000. They realize that it's not going to sell for that because the feedback is pushing back with the buyers that are coming in or not coming in at all. And then they push it down to, let's say, $475,000 or $469,900, and then it ends up selling. So this is going to be higher, but the percentage of original list price, in this case, is 97.3. So we look back a year ago, and we can see it's just down a little bit. So the month before, September, 97.7%. Thank you for watching. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Bye-bye.